Welcome to Ashbourne in Derbyshire. For 2 days every year, the town is taken over by an ancient tradition: Shrovetide Football.
Everybody and anybody really from Ashbourne either drinks or plays Shrovetide. It's just part of something that's special to Ashbourne.
I think it is the spirit of this town. It really is its heart and its bones and its blood.
Shrovetide to me and all the other Shrovetide is it's the holy grail for us. It's bigger than Christmas, it's bigger than New Year celebrations, heart, soul, passion, aggression. It's, for me, it's the Premiership, the FA Cup, the League Cup, European Cup, World Cup, all rolled into one, and they don't even come close to it.
Shrovetide Football goes back over 900 years. For centuries, the people of Ashbourne have been playing their ancient game on Shrove Tuesday and Ash Wednesday every year. It's the only place left in England that the sport is still played in this way. The River Henmore that runs through the town determines your team. If you were born north of the river, you're an uppard, and if born south of the river, you're a downard. The aim of the game is to score the ball, made of leather and weighing 5 pounds, at your goal. They are located 3 miles apart at opposite ends of the town. The uppard's goal is at Sturston and the downard's goal at Clifton. The ball must be tapped on the goal 3 times in order to score. The game is started from a plinth in Shawcroft car park. The ball is turned up by a local person at 2 p.m. who has been nominated by the Royal Shrovetide Committee. Ashburnians say that being asked to turn up a Shrovetide ball is the highest honour the town can bestow.
Well, it's a great honour, you know, in the local area, in the local town. I goaled a ball in 1969, which was a great privilege, but today is, you know, just that little bit better.
Frank Lomas has waited a long time for his opportunity to turn up the ball. After the annual luncheon, he marches the ball through the streets with his fellow players.
I even put flags up for you, Frank. built a new wall for you and put the multi up.
Being carried on their shoulders towards the plinth. And then, the action begins. The rivalry between the uppards and the downards is fierce.
It's rough, to say the least. Absolutely massive rivalry. I mean, we are best of friends. One of my best of friends is lucky. I won't think twice about getting stuck into it if you have to, up at near Clifton, near the goal. That's the way it is. And if you're a man about it, and the Shrovetider, you shake hands after, we have a drink and forget all about it.
Yeah, you might as well just go home, put your feet up, because you're going to have one hell of a mission on today.
There are just 2 types of players. Hug players that battle for possession, crowding around the ball and getting crushed between each other, and runners, who train all year round and run miles across the town towards the goal. Simon Betteridge has made a 2-mile run from the tunnel in Ashbourne. He is about to score the second goal for the Downards and put them 2-1 in the lead. After the game, he speaks about how that moment felt.
It's a very surreal feeling, bizarre. It's almost like it wasn't happening. I can pinch myself really. Just honoured to be a part of an elite few people that have managed to do it. And fantastic, what a fantastic year football scored, and hopefully it'll be like that every year from now.
Shrovetide is a lot more than a game to the people of Ashbourne. It's part of their family history and heritage, and something to be immensely proud of. Simon will now have his name permanently etched on the Shrovetide Roll of Honour, and joins other Shrovetiders who have been lucky enough to goal the ball for their team.
I would say the biggest honour to actually goal the ball, and what an honour it is. It's elating.
Really?
Yeah, it's elating. It's fantastic. Can't beat it.
Put it on par for my personal self and a gold mine is when you have your children. You know, you birth of your children. There's nothing else really that will beat it. I'd just say that just edges it a little bit, your kids, but it's about as close as you can get to it. I would say, really, for me, that's how it felt to me.
Simon will now keep his ball forever, made for the last 20 years by John Harrison.
I've been making them over 20 years. It takes about 12, 14 hours to make a ball. You have to stitch it and sew it. I get the leather from Chesterfield, from a tannery, and buy the hide. It's 2.6 mil thick, and we have to cut it out to the 3 panels in the ball, stitch them by hand with a nylon thread, a very strong nylon thread, and then we stuff them with cork shavings that comes off the cork tree in Portugal. I turned the ball up last year, had the honour of turning the ball up, and it wasn't scored. So I've got my ball back, which I shall cherish for a long, long while.
They are then painted, each one completely unique to reflect the personality of the turner-up.
Well, for the last 21 years I've had the honour and privilege of being one of the ball painters for the game. It's the greatest honour of my life, and you know, to be an Ashburnian and to paint the Shrovetide balls every year is really a great thing. I always say that it's a great privilege to paint for anybody who turns up a ball, providing they really appreciate what an honour it is to turn it up in the first place.
Passion, honour and tradition are words that go hand in hand with Shrovetide. Ashbourne is the only place left in England still to play this ancient sport. For 2 days the town is divided by a river, but united in spirit. This is a living example of British history and heritage, but for the people of Ashbourne it's more than just a game.
It's a long tradition, really. Been going since, well, forever. One of the oldest games around. The tradition, I've been brought up with it. My family was crazy about it. I remember the age of about 6 or 7 watching my uncle play, getting crushed against the wall. You know, it's just the passion for it is just unbelievable. I love the sport and I can't get enough of it.
No one ever knows a time before Shrovetide.
If you ask somebody in Ashbourne whether they'd rather be the mayor of Ashbourne or turn a Shrovetide ball up, they'd say, oh, I'd rather turn a Shrovetide ball up.
We recreate, we recognise and relive history as it was here, and in terms of living tradition, there's nothing finer.
I hope we'll see our children's children play Shrovetide in the streets.